Hi everybody. Hey, editing me here. Sorry I had to add this in at the very beginning, but as for your addresses and your clipboard here, what I did not mention was if you want to enter them manually on your clipboard, put a hashtag and then whatever your name is. Right, like that. As soon as you put a hashtag, this icon here at the front changes and that makes it into an address. So, yeah. So now we have, oh wait, not Coggy, it's Cobby. We have this address on the clipboard, and we can tell we have it properly because if we right click, it does not tell us it added it like it would if we added nether. So anyways, enjoy the video. It's about a 5-minute intro at the beginning and then it really gets into the system here. So enjoy. Hi everybody, not Sporbad here. Welcome to Minecraft. So I've kind of been messing around here. Back in the create mod again. Got some quite some substantial factory processes going on here. Lots. I got 3 floors here, and I just deleted my home stuff, so yeah, I have an empty house over there now finally, and I can put that stuff in here when I need it. I don't need it right now. That's why I broke it because it was all clunky and ugly and gross, and now I have a nice first floor to work with here. So welcome to my home, my empty house. I took all the crate stuff out of here. And a part of it upstairs and cleaned it all up nice. So this is all that's left in my house and my cat, who doesn't even have a name yet. I don't know what to name him, so I gotta name him something. So we'll go up to the second floor here. So this is what I got in here. Got the crate mod. We also have Immersive Engineering as well for certain things, and we also have the factory must grow. Create the factory must grow. What else do we have? Create connected. Create bells and whistles. There's more. I gotta think. Oh, the jetpacks, obviously. Then power loader. Actually, here, I can actually read them off to you. And crate cobblestone crafts and additions. Oh yeah, right, that one. The jetpack crate or excavation, but I'm not gonna use that one. I don't know. I tried it once and it lagged out my game, so I just don't use it. Create sifting, slice and dice. Create utilities. There's another one. Alloyed, bells and whistles. And what else? I think there's just a couple more. Connected, as I said, yeah. Enchantment. Oh, enchantment industry. Mob spawners, which I'd like to get actually into here pretty soon. But I gotta get in here and make some potions. So, and then what else is there? New age. Create new age. Create power loader. Create structures. And the factory must grow. Trading floor. Tweak controllers. Zinc and calcite. And then that's it really. And then I got like mouse tweaks in here. Zero's map, of course. And yeah, I couldn't get a couple of mods in here that I really wanted. I wanted create, what is that? Bells and not no, not bells and whistles. What is it again now? Darn it! Oh, Steam and Rails. Yeah, it's not updated to create 6 yet. So oh well. So we just got a garden here, great big giant garden. I wrecked well, I didn't wreck. I had my boilers shut off on me, all 3 of them, a couple of times. I was messing with my lava and I used too much lava in my factory up here on the top floor, making some netherrack and cinder flour and blaze cakes and stuff. And I choked my boilers and they stopped a bunch of times. But yeah, had my garden on. I turned it off after that. I think I have enough resources at the moment because yeah, we do wheat and a little bit of industrial hemp here for an immersive engineering if we need it, and cactus. Then of course we have steel production over here in the 2 blast furnaces here, which are actually going right now. Oh, we're down to eight, so 16 blocks of iron left. I run them in pairs here. Same with my coke ovens and stuff. I run them in pairs, and they're actually on the board in the factory. These things, which is pretty cool. Oh, 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 it just processed a block. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got a 3/4 of a stack at least there, and what? Why do I always have more over in this one? This one's greedy. This one's really greedy. It just randomly gets coal. For some reason, yeah, because this one's 45, that one's 44, but this one's got a full stack. Yeah, and then it works out too. Yeah, to 34. Yeah, yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. 3 boilers here, self-contained, kind of. I don't use the boiler to run the pumps, so I use 2 windmills, which I actually have to fix. They mesh together, and good thing they're contraptions because they would be crashing into each other. So yeah, it's going to be interesting fixing it because I have to stop one and only one, and then take off the middle row of sails because you can see they mesh together here, and then 3 big water wheels. But I want to move these windmills out, one on each side, so they're actually on the corner here. And I want to reverse the rotation of one of them, so they turn not the same way like that. One turns one way, one turns the other. I'm thinking, because they're literally turning, both are turning the wrong way, and I have to turn these panels around on one of them. Maybe. This one should be turning the other way, and that would be proper. And then this one, the panels need to be reversed. So, but anyways, that's not why we're here. We are here to go in the factory here and talk about these things. Right here, all these factory gauges, these frog ports we got going on, all that good stuff. And how to use them. And how to do the finer things with them too. Like precision mechanisms or something. If we grab our elevator, oh, it is here. And go downstairs to the 2nd floor. Let me turn off this hissing jetpack. So I have, let's see here. Let me find it. I got too much stuff here. Here it is here. I believe this is it. Yes, cogwheels. So this is our precision mechanism maker here. So just cogwheel, large cogwheel, and iron nugget, right? And just a belt here, an out funnel and in funnel with an incomplete precision mechanism for a filter, so that it keeps doing it till it becomes a complete precision mechanism. One of these things. And then it goes out and goes here, and it goes into storage. And that's my storage over there. All those vaults, and all those vaults. So, what I want to tell you about this is now, if we look at, we'll go back downstairs in a second here. If we look at my board here, I don't remember where precision mechanism is. Oh, it's actually downstairs. Sorry. Here, let's go. Let's go back downstairs. Oh, and also, after many, well, not many, but definitely a few years of, oh, that sounds like a skeleton, Minecraft, I finally have my own actual skin that sort of looks like me. So, yeah, it's similar. So let's actually get there. That's sort of me. I don't know, except, well, we got goggles on too, don't we? There we go. Yeah, something like that. Caveman. So goggles. This and those. There we go. Okay. All right. So my board. So if we look at our board here, now what these factory gauges basically do is the factory gauge says to do precision mechanism. Oh, here it is. So factory gauge. Hang on. Let me grab. We'll grab a factory gauge. I'll just put one down to show you. So when you first take it out, there'll be like, hang on here. Okay, so you'll have a factory gauge like this, just plain factory gauge. It has no link, right? As it says when on here, it says link. Like when you go to place it, you can't place it. It says tune to a stock link. So you have to have your storage system set up already with a packager, a stock link, Frogport and some sort of, or you could do a belt line too. Like I've not done the belts, so I don't know how belts work. I went straight to the Frogports and a chain line, obviously, with a Frogport that is connected, as you can see here. It's connected to the chain. It's named, take a clipboard, grab a clipboard, and put all your addresses on here, they're called. And what you can do is take a blank clipboard like this, and just let me put my own back down here. Oh, you just crouch and you place it beside this thing. So this is like your, what is it called? Stock keeper. Okay, that's what this guy is. And it's just a blaze burner. You can use a seat and an entity if you really want, but blaze burner I found easier. And then a stock ticker beside it. And what you do is you place this guy down, place the stock ticker, grab one of these things, stock link here, and you would just come up to this and you would link it, and it says tune to this network, place it on the side of your packager, and then whatever is in this vault is now available to grab right here. And you can sort your stuff as well. So anything that's in my vaults is here. This is all my stuff in all these vaults down that side, and the exact same down the opposite side. And then I just have some filters here. Inventory access port from crate connected. You could just go straight in the vault, whichever. I mean, because you can put these anywhere, right? You can stick them up there. You can stick them down here. They have to be below the chain, though. They can't tongue down. They can only tongue up, if you know what I mean. So, all right, and then you just place this on here, and you can have multiple networks, by the way. I had two, but I just deleted everything in my house there. So, but you can do two. So I could set up a network on each floor for separate. You would just have to make sure that you have separate one of these and a separate one of these on a different frequency. That's all, right? But mine is, my whole factory's on this one frequency. So this board, my board upstairs and my board on the second floor, because I have 3 floors here, are all connected to the frequency that I'm on now. So yeah, what we would do is just link it up just like this. Come over here, place it on here. Now this is available to this guy. And then if you take your blank clipboard, if you just walk up to an address, right click it, and it says blocks added to clipboard, and it automatically adds it to you. Anyone, mob loot, ingredients, immersive, whichever, right? Ingots, then look, it's doing that for me. So, and if you accidentally make a mistake and you want to start over brand new, you could put it through the crafting table and it's a brand new blank clipboard. Now you can also do the same with clipboards and brass funnels here. So as you can see, if I walk up to this brass funnel, it has a filter in it. If I right click, it will copy the settings that are on this filter, just like that. So then if we were to say have a brass funnel over here, just here, whatever, right? Or say this one that we wanted to paste it to, as long as it has the same kind of filter in it as the one we copied from, we just walk over here and we would left click and it would paste the settings from that filter over to that one. So, okay, that's the basics of storage. And you can have separate vaults just like I do. You can see all these are tuned in. And if you're not sending any loot or items or any of that stuff, anything, if you don't want to input stuff into this vault with the Frogport, you just want to input it with a funnel like this or a chute or something, you actually don't have to name this guy. You could just place him down and the items will still go where you want them to, right? So, for example, this is my factory. Oops, says factory downstairs here. And that is where I get my stuff. If I want something out of my system, I come over here, say we want a block, emerald block, come down here, select factory downstairs, hit send. It now grabs the emerald block right there, which came out of this vault, comes around, goes to there, that guy eats it, and there's our block of emerald. So that's how that works. And then these item hatches, you can just right click, deposit the item back where it came from. So, and you could do it the other opposite way too, through a funnel like here. Like I have a filtered funnel here with what goes in there. I might do it different next time. This is my first time building this system, so some of this is kind of a little shoddy, but I know exactly, well, not exactly, but I mean, I know how 99% of this works except for belt delivery, but I mean, it would probably be the same thing. If your belts go have a if you have a belt system that runs along and goes and delivers stuff wherever it's needed, and you have the packagers there, so you could just have a belt line with packagers, just like here, right? These three. You could just have a belt right here and three funnels, and it would know which address is which, I think. I don't know how you do that. I'd have to investigate on the packager side of things and belt lines, so sorry about that. I just know the frog ports, so let's get at it here. So, okay, where were we here? Okay, precision mechanism, yes, because it's got something that's kind of cool with it. So in here, we have 4 blank factory gauges. You just come over here once you have your system set up like this. You technically don't need this guy beside the vault, and you don't need a hatch. A lot of people tell you that. They'll tell you you need this and this right beside this and all that. No, 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 no. That doesn't work that way. Or, well, it doesn't. No. As long as you have the clipboards with the addresses of all your frog ports that accept items into them beside this guy, then you can use them as destinations down here. This is your destinations. So wherever I want to send something, I can send it to any of my destinations here. So I have a whole bunch. And this is all like, most of it's factory. There's like whatever there would be here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. So 16 destinations are my vaults. 17, because I just added an extra one right here for train stuff. Or flowers, sorry, flowers. Train stuff actually I think goes in here. So yeah, and it's just filtered like that, and all of them are all the same. They're all named to kind of what's in the vault, like cobblestone, all that stuff. I separated it, and then before we get into the factory gauge, one last thing about this guy, the stock ticker. Oh wait, we gotta. Here we go. So this is the stock ticker, and this is just like, as you can see, blocks, wood stuff, stone, and sand. Well, blocks sorted, wood stuff sorted, stone sorted, and sand. And all you do is you come in here, and I used a item filter. And that's the way I sorted my stuff. You can probably use the other filters too, I would think. Yeah, list or attribute filter, but I used attribute filters for it. And then, oh wow. And then what I did was when I copied stuff, because this list was actually, and this board and everything, I started on the first floor, ran out of room kind of, and then came down here. So I needed a second list that has all my stuff on it. And all I did was took this clipboard and I copied it. Yeah, in the crafting table. I believe you can copy clipboards in here, if I'm not mistaken. Oops. Hold on. So if we were to copy one name, grab a clipboard. So I might as well show you guys everything. Go put this clipboard in here, put this clipboard in here, and then we get 2. See? Now we have 2 clipboards with blocks in it. So that's how you copy clipboards. But what I meant was this. So what I did is when I wanted to copy, because I wanted all my sorted stuff down here too, as well as upstairs there, I wanted it sorted like this. So I just took each filter out of here, grabbed the filter, because it's a filter like this, grabbed it, put 2 brass funnels right here, put 1 brass funnel here and a brass funnel here, or something that you could put the filter in. Put that filter in it, put a blank filter in the next one, used the blank clipboard and copied the settings over, and then brought it downstairs here and put it right in here. Oops. So then we would have to go down to the bottom here. You just hit the plus, grab your filter, put it inside, name it. And when you copy it, though, the name came with actually, so it's pretty cool. Pardon me, sorry. So hey, and then as you can see, now it's at the bottom and I want it back at the top. So you could click it once to move it one spot at a time, and if you hold shift down, it will move it all the way back to the top. So it's back up there. So that's how you do the sorting of your items with filters. This one I need to change plants because I don't think copper ingots and stuff are plants or bricks. Yeah. And that's just sorting. That's not actually what's in these vaults. That's sorted with uh, filters. So, okay, I think we're good now. So, okay, so now we came over here and we tuned our factory gauge to this network, and we want to do something like make some precision mechanisms. So we would come over here, grab an empty hand, or if you have a precision mechanism on you, like this, you could either go over here, grab your precision mechanism, put it in, or go over here, grab one from JEI and place it in there, and hit OK. And now it will tell you, I have 16 in stock. They're actually in that vault right there. Because, yeah, I have an automated process for them right here. So anyways, that's what we would do. And then, so now, in order to make precision mechanisms, we need, of course, cogs, large cog wheel, and iron nuggets, correct? So you would almost think you could do this two ways. So you would think, okay, sure, we need three things. So then we need to put a factory gauge here, and one here, and one here, right? For large cog wheel, small cog wheel, and iron nugget. And of course, golden sheet. So you would think even one more. But that's not correct. So you actually just need one up here, just like I have. So here is my thing. And now when we open this, take our precision mechanism, put it in there, hit OK. It now is monitoring that. Now, when you open it, you get a recipe book. And what you expecting, precision mechanism number one. So whatever we put in here and connect it to with an address here will make us a precision mechanism. Now, there's promises down here, so that means if this sends, because there's stuff like you might get scrap from these, right? You don't always make precision mechanisms. It's like 80% chance and 20% chance of scrap metal, some sort of scrap of some kind, right? You know, um, so then here, if it says promises do not expire, if it sends one golden sheet and all the items, right? Sends all the items to make it and you get scrap instead, then it's going to sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait till that precision mechanism it said, hey, I want to craft, shows up. But if you come down here and you change it to, I don't know, a minute or two, that promises expire after, then if it fails after 2 minutes, this down here, because this tells you how many promises you have, how many packages are in the works or whatever, or how many items are being crafted, actually is what it is. How many items are coming back. So if I had two of these coming back, this would say two. If we wanted to make two of them, right? Then this would say, hey, we got two coming, and that's what a promise is the item to be crafted and brought to us or manufactured or whichever, right? So after 2 minutes, it says, hey, I still have nothing, but this resets. So when this resets, it resends the items again. So it would send more items. But the way I have mine done, I don't need these more. So I explained it already how to do that. So basically the way I have mine set is, all mine does is send one golden sheet. That's all it does to my precision mechanical part with a 2-minute promise expire is the way I do mine. And then we get a mechanical part. So what happens is it's going to send one golden sheet over here, and that's it out of my factory. And it's going to send it over here to precision mechanism. Of course, I got to have the window open. Sorry about the lawnmower out there. It sends a golden sheet here. So the golden sheet comes in, comes out this side, and of course, right? Uh, can I get around here? Hold on, hold on. I don't really have a path down the middle. I should have my elevator controls on that side, and I should have a gate there. So it should have. So we go through the elevator. Okay, so basically what happens is, yeah, precision mechanical package comes here. The golden sheet gets spit out onto the belt and gets processed into our precision mechanism, right? Comes out here, gets sent to the system. But you can see each of these have 32 cogwheels, 32 large cogwheels, and 32 iron nuggets. So what happens, the way I set this up, is if you take a packager and point it not to this vault, to the deployer. So this packager is looking at the deployer. And then there's a frogport on top with an address of small cog or something, cogwheel, whatever it is you're doing, right? I do the same setup over here, and it's sandpaper. This is how I keep one piece of sandpaper in here for making rose quartz. And if you have that, as long as you have iron nugget, large cogwheel, small cogwheel on an address with a frogport, and you have those items somewhere being manufactured in your system, or you just have a lot of them, right? Because you're going to automate stuff. So, I mean, yes, what we'll do is if you take a frogport or a factory gauge, and you link it to your system, all your storage, right? Your main frequency that your stuff is on, like your items that you want is on, and place it on the packager. Then go inside, and this is a restocker. So what this will do is keep a certain amount of stock inside the uh, whatever you're connected to, deployer. You know, you could use it for a vault, you could use it for a chest, you could do anything with this, right? I'm using it with a packager to keep the deployer supplied with 32 cogwheels. So you just come in here, here's our address, small cog. So every time it needs some cogwheels in here, it's going to grab some out of my storage, bring it over here, put it in the packager, and refill the deployer. So the deployer always has stuff in it. Large cogwheels is the same. It's just this address on it, and it's a restocker for this item. And you just take your iron nugget and slap it in there, right? Or your large cogwheel, small cogwheel, and that will do it. And yeah, you don't even have to filter the deployers. Like I don't have no filters on there even, because that's the only item that's going to go over into there, correct? So of course, let's run the process now one time, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So we'll just come over to our precision mechanisms. I don't know. Let's go with. Let's make us up to half a stack. So we'll make 16 more. So what it's going to do now is it's going to grab a golden sheet here somewhere. There it is. Here comes our golden sheet. And it's going to go over here. There's actually two of them. And then it's going to start its thing, right? And here comes the next one. So now we're in the process of making mechanical components. And of course, as you can see, there's a good one. And then there's a good one. So anyways, so now what happens is on the other side here, on these ones, now as you can see, our items are going down, but our system is saying, hey, I need some iron nuggets, and I need some cogwheels, and I need some large cogwheels, and you can see what's going on here. We've got this whole process going together. And if we go upstairs, I'll show you another process in a minute, but that is basically what's happening. And with 32, like we're getting close to running out, but we're not. I kind of timed my chains to my factory, so I can't increase or decrease my chain speed. I could, but I don't have it going full speed. I think I only have it at like 64 or something. Maybe even only 48 or 32. I don't know. I think it's 48. And yeah, as you can see, it's going to keep making precision mechanisms till we get our half stack in here, which we're almost there. Holy, it's even cutting logs. What do we need? Oh, for the cogwheels. Yeah. Okay, so because I have everything automated, right? So we should be. Oh, there went some scrap. Oh no, that's cogwheels going by. I'm making cogwheels upstairs. So we're at 28. So we need 4 more, and it'll just keep going till it satisfies itself. Same with all my other factory gauges upstairs because we're now using cogwheels, right? And we're also using iron nuggets so that you'll see iron here. That's iron and wood and stuff going upstairs. This is iron and wood's from over there, I think. How are we doing here? So as you can see, we probably had a couple fail because we got 4 promises here waiting. So after 2 minutes, this is going to clear and it's going to start again. Yeah, yeah, we had a few fail. So, and if you don't want to wait, come over here, left click, resets it. Now all of a sudden, it's going to send again 4 golden sheets right away. As you can see, here comes our golden sheet. It should send 4. There's 2, 3. Yep, golden sheet. So when you reset it, you reset the process. And here's golden sheet number 4. So that's another way of doing things too with the promise system. So you got to keep an eye on that, I say, your promises, because sometimes you might come in here and just look, and all of a sudden you have like 50 or 60 promises hanging out to the ones you know that aren't supposed to do anything, that are like 100% chance you know it's supposed to be crafted, if you know what I mean, right? And you're like, and then you reset it, and then it'll clear your system up. So I had that a couple times with stuff. So right now we're making, what are we making here? Oh, acacia planks in progress. So we're looking for 48 planks right now. So they would actually be coming from right here. So as you can see, here's my sawmill. Those planks, they probably already just went through. I heard the saw would come over here. They get sawmilled into planks back into the system. Yeah. And what's happening here is this is our cogs actually. So if we come over here, as you can see, this makes small cogwheels and large cogwheels. And it's just, I do it the shapeless way with a mixer right here. You have to be very careful though, because this one makes small cogwheels and this one makes large cogwheels. But if we send items too fast over to here, we're gonna get a large cogwheel instead of a small one, because it's just a shaft and 2 planks or a shaft and 1 plank. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually, I would rather have done the cogwheels with the mechanical crafter, but this is the way I do it. So I just have this set to 1 and 1. Because I believe, let me look at my recipes. Where is it? Where's my cogwheel? Oh yeah, they're down here. So my cogwheel, regular cogwheel, is just 1 plank and a shaft. The large one is actually a small cogwheel plus a plank. That way we don't mess it up. Oh, there, something is just finishing. Somewhere, I hear dinging. That might be over here. Oh yeah, that's the planks that we're finishing. It'll ding and stuff and tell you that it's almost done, and then when it finishes, it dings and tells you too. How many do we have left here? 9, 10. Okay, we got quite a few to go. I'm not going to sit here and watch it. It's going to take an hour. So you can do a lot of stuff with these Frogports. So like, so that's how factory gauge works, and you can do anything with it. So almost anything. Basically, as long as you have a process of some kind, any kind here, presses, deployers, mixers, all that stuff, as long as you set this part up properly with the proper input, you can make a pretty good factory. And all you have to do is just have an address with a packager into a chest or onto a belt. I don't know about onto a belt. It's got to be into a chest, into a storage container of some kind. This is an extracting conveyor belt. And all this does is just spits out items into the crusher. The reason I have a redstone circuit on the side here is I want every 10 ticks, I want an item coming out so that it matches perfectly to the processing speed of the crusher. Most efficient. And then over here, this redstone, in case you're wondering, is to turn this on, because otherwise it would be doing this all day. And no thanks. So I just have it, comparator senses when the chest has an item go through, and then it, for 7 seconds, turns on this, which turns the torch off, which turns this on. And away we go. Runs for 7 seconds, which is long enough to process the, process the planks, just like this. And then it shuts off when it's done, so we don't have this yelling, screaming saw all day. Pretty cool. And crafting, certain crafting recipes, when you go into your thing, I'll show you here in a second, you can put a packager right on a 3x3 mechanical crafter, but the mechanical crafter has to be connected completely. Like with a wrench here, you see how it's all connected as one? Has to be like that. Same over here on this one. This mechanical crafter here is connected all the way around too. But this one's different. I'll explain it in a minute here. So if you have a recipe that requires lots of things, like say something like this, where it's got sheet metal, steel mechanical component, and electromagnets, and say all these items are in different spots in my base here, right, in my factory, in my base. Say one's over there, one's over there, and one's over there. Well, you're going to get 3 packages that show up over here with 3 different items for the crafter. So how is the crafter going to know what to do, right? You can't just come over here and it's not just going to fill 3 packages worth and magically know where it goes. What you need is a repackager. So you just take a normal packager here. Whoops. Take a normal packager, put it in a crafting table, you get a repackager. And that's how you craft those. And a repackager is just basically what happens now. All 3 of those parts, pieces, crafting materials would come into this Frogport as a package into the barrel as a package, because it's not sitting on the packager or repackager, sorry, it's sitting on a barrel. So the packages would actually show up in here. Then they'll get combined into the proper crafting recipe and sent out in one package as one craft. Then this packager grabs it and shoves it in there as the proper order, and then you get your craft out like this. Let's see, what do I craft? I don't craft those heavy blocks, but no, one of these. Let's craft. Actually, I'll just grab one out of storage instead of grabbing a whole stack worth of crafting those things. Hold on. So if you come to your storage, now you saw I had powered lanterns up there. I don't know, let's grab 16. So we'll just send 16 down here to factory. So we're going to get, we're going to get 16 in here. Yeah, I need, this bone meal is supposed to go to my thing. I was just making horror. So now if you watch here, those packages right there are going to come over here. Yeah, a couple of them are. So we're going to get package number 1, 2, and as you can see, there's 2 packages in here. Copper wire and a light bulb and an iron sheet. And then there we go. There's one craft, and it already crafted it. Sorry, I got it going full speed. And there, crafted another one, and that's how it works. So it grabs all the packages as it needs them, and as it uses them, then it crafts the item. So that's how the repackager works. It takes multiple packages, wraps them in one nice tight package, or repackages them in a nice craft and sends it to a crafter. Whereas if you're crafting something like, hold on here. Oh, not the chains. Let's see here. There is something that I craft in the other one. Oh no, that's a press. This one. Okay, yeah, so here. 3 copper ingots. makes a lightning rod, right? That's my output here is a lightning rod. So what you do is you actually grab your lightning rod, put it in here, then this little picture all of a sudden will show up when you connect it, because you actually hit the plus, connect it to this, because this is just how many copper ingots I have in my system. Just a factory gauge, not connected to anything, just with a copper ingot thrown in it. So take the plus, hit the plus, and it'll add a connection. Click on this one, and then actually here, let's set up the lightning rod one. I don't think I actually showed you that. Hang on. So we would go like this, grab an empty hand. Hold on. Let me clear this out here. There we go. And let's say rod. So lightning rod, and put a lightning rod in there, right? Then you would come over here and grab a copper ingot. There we go. Throw a copper ingot in there. Grab your lightning rod, hit plus, go over here. Now it's connected. Now it says now using copper ingot to create lightning rod. And now that you come in here, it's obviously going to take 3. So you could do it that way and have like 3 crafters up and down in a row and just send it there, and that might work too. But there is the option, which is the more smart thing to do, because then it'll just automatically know to craft it for you, is click use mechanical crafting. And then if you hover here, it says right here, packaged ingredients, unpackage into connected mechanical crafters 3x3. So then go in here and select M Crafter, and you would say yes. So now what it will do when you set the amount first, it won't do it now, but what it would do is it would take 3 copper ingots, send them over to M Crafter, which is my mechanical crafter, and then craft us a lightning rod, and that would be our results, right? So after we have that all set up, we would come over here, look at our gauge, click and hold with our right mouse button, and then choose how many items you want or how many stacks you want kept in your stock. And then if you're going heavy, like heavy, just do a little bit at a time. Grab like 1 stack, then grab another stack, let it finish. Grab another stack, let it finish. Don't just come over here and crank up 8 stacks of slime blocks like I did and expect all of this to work properly. Because it's a very slow process. I kind of ramped it up. I started with 1 block, or actually like 4 slime blocks. Then I doubled it to 8 slime blocks, then 16, then 32, then a stack of slime blocks, then 2 stacks, 3, 4, 5, all the way up. Now I'm at 8 because it takes a lot. The hardest part is the wheat dough, like making dough out of wheat flour. And I actually have 4 individual mixers with water in them for making dough that sends 4 pieces of wheat flour at a time, and then it mixes into each one because it uses the water, so it's slow. Yep. So I do suggest you have separate processes for all your item crafting and factory requirements here, unless you know that you can use 2 addresses, because that's what I did. I made a mistake and I used alloy here, which makes a couple different things in my recipe here. So as you can see, which one's alloy again here? This one? Okay, yeah, this one's alloy, and this gets mixed together, right? And then this one uses alloy. So if I'm trying to make slime balls at the same time as I'm trying to make andesite alloy, stuff might back up. So if you're going to do stuff like that, I would rather have a separate mixer for this, a separate mixer for that, unless you don't want to. But then you just got to make sure and just don't back your system up. All right, I think I covered as much as I could for the Frogport setup here and all this. These things don't have to be like this. You can actually put them like this. completely hidden in the roof. Yes, completely hidden in the roof. So if we were actually to come over here, grab a blaze burner, I'll show you. Grab a, where is it? Frogport packager. And I have to put this back anyway. I broke it and haven't put it back yet. So if we were to grab all this stuff, we don't need the factory gauge. I also need, oh, good thing we have a stock link that's tuned to my frequency. So what I do is when I'm building and I have a factory on the go, I don't just tune my factory gauges all the time. So, okay, where should we put this? I guess we could put it, let's put it over on this wall. So now we have a, I have to do it this way. It's just, I'm just going to use that thing. I'll refix it in a second. Do I have any tuned ones? Yes. Okay. I guess I didn't have to put that, but if you don't have your frequency close by, if you have something that's tuned to the frequency, you could do it that way. So I could have went, clicked, and tuned this to this network, put this down, and all of a sudden we have all of our items. Unsorted, of course, right? Because I don't have no filters or nothing in here, right? So this is just unsorted. But then what we could do, I'll get rid of that. What I do is I'll take a whole bunch of stock links, like lots, tune them to my network, and then put them in my inventory. Same with the stock tickers. I'll take a whole bunch of them, tune them to the network, and then put them in my backpack. And then that way they're already tuned so that you don't have to worry about that. Same with factory gauges. My factory gauges, I always, because I use one frequency basically. I did have two, but not anymore. I'll tune them and then put them in my backpack, but they're actually in my toolbox in my building over there. And then, just 1 second here, we need an X. Come over here. Oh, what? Oh, I guess I removed that one. Okay, well. All right, so where is it here? Right here. So right here. Like that, and that. Okay. Where is my wheel chains? So what you can do is come over here, grab this chain conveyor thing, stick it in the roof, grab a chain, connect it to this one, and now these are connected. And there is a chain in the roof. Literally, a chain in the roof doing circles. There it is. So, take our Frogport, link it up, put it down. We don't need to name it. Or, yes, we do, actually. Sorry. Oh, wait. I missed a step. Sorry. My bad. Let me put these away now that we're done with that. Missed a step. Put down a storage thing of some kind, and you can have it wherever you want. Doesn't matter where you put it. It doesn't have to be connected to this. So you could stick it on this side. You just crouch and place it. This is just a wooden storage crate from Immersive Engineering. Connect it to our chain line. Throw it down. Give it a name. I believe home was my name here. I believe. And then we would have to take a clipboard, put the address, slap the clipboard down. You can actually even slap the clipboard right on his head. And what do we want here? What do we want? Let's grab one golden carrot. Come in here. Oh, we have more stuff on that clipboard than what we think. Huh. It sees the upstairs stuff. That's why. And grab home. Send. Now it will grab a golden carrot all the way from way over there. Like way over there. As long as the chain line matches, our golden carrot will come out of here. I'll show you some cool examples of other things you can do with them too. Not just like that. There's other stuff we can do with it. And it's eventually going to come over here. It'll take a minute. There it is. Here comes our golden carrot. And it's going to travel around the room because this isn't connected to over here. I should have actually put this one in the corner. And that's going to grab it. There's our golden carrot. So if we wanted, we could eat our golden carrot, but I don't have to. So now, if we take this frogport again, break it. Because I don't want them named. That's all. I don't want a name on it. Put it there. No name. Grab a sign. Place it on here. Put an address of... Ooh, I don't even know where my golden carrots go. Well, let's just send it to plants. Press done. Grab some sort of redstone power. Put our golden carrot back in here. So now what we do is, what's going to happen is, now that there's this on here, make sure you have a matching frogport, obviously with the same name as what's on the sign. And I think it's case sensitive even too, capital P for all that, all that stuff, right? So then grab a lever, put it down, and give it some power. It's going to package up our golden carrot and send it out. Now our golden carrot is going to go for a huge trip, and it's going to come over here, and we sent it to plants. So our golden carrot's actually going to come into this vault. And is our golden carrot in here? Yeah, okay, I picked the right one. Cool. So eventually our golden carrot's going to make its way through the chain network all the way over to here to plants and end up back in the vault. We'll give it 5 seconds here and see if it shows up. It's a long trip, so. And as long as these things are all in loaded chunks, everything will go everywhere. So, okay, so here comes our thing. And if you want to check a package out, you can just right click on it and grab it off the chain. Look at it, it says plants. That's the destination there, golden carrot times 1. Come back to our chain, and you could take this package, doesn't matter where you throw this package, anywhere in your network, and it's going to magically just go over to where it wants to. So it's going to make its way over here, going to turn the corner, turn this corner, and come right back over here and go over here. So you don't have to worry about if you take a package off, oh my God, it's got to go in the same spot. No, you can throw it anywhere. And it grabbed it, and now we have, well, it takes a minute to update, but now we have our 43 golden carrots back in here. See there, 43 golden carrots. Sometimes the numbers are slow to update for some reason on Jade. I think it's Jade. It's what shows me what's in there when I look at it. And you hold shift, it shows you everything. Yes, so that's the whole thing with that. So now what you can also do, since we have this handy dandy new block right here, this pulse timer, new pulse timer, what you can also do is just put the pulse timer down here, and say you have this connected to a farm that collects everything in here. You can just come over here, say I want to collect from this farm every... Don't do it too fast, because you can flood your system real quick. I did that with trees. Or something. Something anyway. Say every 30 seconds. We want this packager to send a package to plants. Well, now every time this thing triggers, every 30 seconds, it's going to send out a package to the destination there. So, but that's not what I want to use this guy for. So this guy's actually, if I want something in my house from my system, is what this is for. Oops, this one. And while we're at it, let's put all this away. And put this away. And that bone meal, I'm actually just going to throw back in the system eventually. And yeah, so yeah, if you want to come into your system, to your storage and grab anything out of here, we can. And then just as long as you have home down here and have it defined, we'll fix our clipboard properly. There we go. And while it's on the ground, you can click on it. So now, I don't know if you noticed, we have more addresses than just home, right? Here, we have all these. You're probably wondering why. Whoops. Oh, hold on here. Hold on here. Put that back in there. Now, the reason why we have more addresses than just home in here is because of this. I imagine this clipboard right here is close enough to the other one because it's right here underneath the floor, that other guy. I imagine that this is close enough because this is the same frequency, all these things and these guys here. So this is exactly the same thing. We're just upstairs in my house. If I was to knock through the floor, we'd go downstairs. So I imagine that's why that we have the extra address. This is because the clipboard is fairly close by. See? So that other clipboard we were just looking at, I think, is right here. So I think it's close enough that it reaches for that it can understand these because it doesn't get my factory, but it gets everything that's upstairs. So yeah. And my other toolbox was at home, wasn't it? I think it was. And you can use these Frogports for anything. Like I use them and factory gauges to send stuff to Immersive Engineering automated workbenches. Works perfect. As long as you got the blueprint in there and selected properly, you can only make one thing per workbench, but I mean, that's fine. I have 4 of them. I'm only using 3 at the moment, and it works. And as long as you have some chain network that goes there, like however, right? Up, down, around, through the building, through the roof. I do keep the entrances open because I don't know if the packages will go right through a wall. And I mean, like here, you can go pretty steep angles even, because this goes over to my wool farm here. And I do have an outside call out right here. If I want to outside, I can bring stuff to. Oh, 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 oh. Where's the clipboard here? Or just can we type it in? And what do we want? To grab a golden carrot again? Or actually, where's some wool? That's the smart thing to do. Wool? No, that's lapis. Lime wool. It's probably going to come over here. Even though it's not on our list here. We're still connected to the system, so it's still going to send out the package with this. So it obviously knows this is here somehow. Unless, let's go have a check here, unless we have a package doing circles. So this might be a good example of showing you, well, no, it's not. A package with no address. Okay, yeah, see, yeah, this is coming to us. It's got lime wool in it. So that actually works. It comes all the way over to here. Even though we don't have it in our address book at the bottom here. So it works that way as well. And they're not even connected, as you can see. And then, yeah, we're eventually going to get a piece of wool in here. There it comes. Hey, leave me alone. And here comes our lime wool. And there's our lime wool. And let's just throw our lime wool back in here. So as you can see, my lime wool goes every 20 minutes to Deco. Because this is my wool farm. Wool comes here and just goes in his chest. So every 20 minutes, this is going to send it out. And this one goes to plants, which is the bamboo and sugarcane. Don't mind me just getting randomly shot by this guy, but I don't feel like killing him right now. Or those guys. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. In 20 minutes or whenever that triggers, that lime wool is going to get sent back into our system. All right. And now, one last thing. Same with the Frogport system here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on here. Oh, I guess we could just go to the first floor and push the button. That's my easy way to get outside. I don't think I have... I don't think you can... I don't think you can call from here. I would have to put a button right there. Whatever. Okay, hold on here. Hold on. So we'll go all the way to the basement. Actually, no, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. We'll go to the basement in 1 second. First, I gotta show you this. So now what I have over here on this vault, which is my cobblestone and cobble deep slate vault, it's all that's in here. Cobblestone and deep slate. Both kinds. Cobblestone. Now, if I want to use some cobblestone out of here, I want to keep some in here though too, right? I always want cobblestone in here. So I have a cobble generator. Of course, it's create mod. We got a create mod cobble gen. So now the reason there's a threshold switch on here is I have it set to keep me some cobblestone in here. We have a redstone link on the side with just a sticky mechanical piston. That's the frequency I use. And it is hooked up to my cobble generator in the basement here. So my cobble generator is down here. Our chain line just goes I just kind of got it going up here. So this is my cobble gen. Goes up, up, and in, and it actually just goes right through. I can't go through there, but there's upstairs. That's my basement. That's the floor. We just jumped in the elevator right there and came down here. And it just goes up here. And it's got a kind of something cool looking here. Little fence here so we don't fall through. And it comes down all the way to here. And we have a redstone link here that is on right now because that threshold switch says, hey, I don't need more. And it's sending redstone power over here. So when we power these redstone pulse timers, like this pulse timer here, when it has power, it won't do anything. It's just going to sit there and do nothing. But the moment we get rid of this power, it's going to start sending cobblestone to that destination up there because we have a sign on here that says cobby. So every 15 seconds, it's going to send out however many cobblestone are in here. Just like that. So, but we'll leave it off. And this is also tied into my cobble generator. So over here, it's the same thing. When it asks for cobblestone, it's going to start making some. And here it's making cobblestone. So that's what would happen is every time it asks for cobblestone, that starts and it starts sending frog ports every so many seconds till it's satisfied. Then it shuts everything back off automatically. And that's just with, I probably could do a restocker or whatever, but I'm just using a threshold switch. Come on, man. Come on over here. Can't catch me now. So yeah, and then it just sends the cobblestone through the wall here. Up to here. I actually think I might remove these 3 yet. Maybe. I don't know. The chain just barely goes through them. So, but then yeah, it just comes up here, comes across here, comes down to the destination that was provided to it with the sign. And this frog part says, hey, that's my name. Grabs it. And we now have more cobblestone in here. Yeah, now we have a lot more. Now we have a lot more cobblestone. So as we use cobblestone out of here, it's going to supply more from my cobble generator way downstairs. So that way I don't have to have my cobble generator right beside my base lagging it out. I can have it hidden underground somewhere where I don't see it and it's not going to lag me out. But I mean the new addition to create there, the new change they made that it doesn't really do the block breaking animation anymore or something, really slowed down the lag like a lot. Like I barely have any at all now around my cobble gen. I can stand there and watch it and it works good. Almost. Almost. I did notice that it acts funny when you stand on it. zombie we got to deal with here. Where are you? He's here somewhere. So, if we turn our cobble generator on, I don't know if it's just a visual thing, but if I'm standing on here, beautiful rhythm. But if you fly, it's, well, if I stand on the mechanical piston, it acts funny. Not always. Get out of here. Now it's acting weird, see? So I don't know what that's all about, but it could be just a visual thing. It's probably the jetpack, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so it's acting really funny. And as soon as you stand down here, it works fine. So that's just kind of weird. So there, now we have a lot of cobblestone stocked up. A couple thousand. I built it pretty small. It's only 2 blocks wide, eh? Like the cobblestone, there's just a 1 row of pumps here and a row of pumps there pumping lava up, because every time those blocks move, they turn into an entity, so the water falls through, lava comes up, makes cobblestone, and then when it stops, these things become a contraption again, and it breaks the cobblestone, and the process just repeats over and over and over again. That's how you get a cobble generator. The factory must grow pump jack hiding under the ground here with an oil deposit, so I haven't done anything with it. I refined 8 buckets of everything so far. That's it. And we have 8 buckets of crude oil here and 8 or 8 buckets of crude oil here. Oh, it is absolutely pouring. Uh-oh. It's not raining in my house, is it? I got the window open, so. Okay. There is. I hope that's everything. Just hang on. We'll check if there's something special on this floor. Not really. I would say there's anything special here. This is my gardening floor, and I make netherrack and blaze cakes here. So this makes blaze cakes, and this makes netherrack and cinder flour over here. So one side here with cobble deep slate makes netherrack, and this side over here grinds netherrack into cinder flour. And it's all automated here on the wall. Just sends it to the netherrack maker. 4 and 4 make 4. With lava, of course. You don't have to include the lava because I just pump it in automatically from my lava farm through a void tank. Oh, that reminds me. We don't need that one there. There we go. And same with here. Sugar just gets milled in a millstone. Oh, excuse me. Netherrack to cinder flour in the grinder. Stack at a time. And you do get bonus, but I just put it for whatever it makes. So any extra, it makes extra. Not really a big deal. But I have 56 stacks instead of 40. And 104 stacks of netherrack. Because it constantly renews the netherrack. Because we have a bonus chance of getting more cinder flour, right? It's not a vanilla create recipe. I believe it's. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, create crafts and additions makes this recipe. Take any kind of cobblestone, cobble deep slate, mossy cobblestone, something like that, any of that stuff. Cinder flour and lava makes netherrack. So that's how it's renewable. And I do got to start on some biofuels soon too. Make some biofuel so we can use it, I guess. I don't need it, because now that I have blaze cakes here. But if I wanted to conserve lava, I don't have to anymore because I get lava from an infinite source through the nether and portals. So I always have lots of lava. But we could do it that way too. All right, everyone. I'm sure I went through everything. Furnaces even you can do here. I gotta change this. I need to take that out, take that out, take the chest out, and just put a 3 wide vault. That's what I need to put right there, just like I have down here, like this. I need to change it to kind of like this furnace. Of course, not with all this stuff here, because I'm changing this too. I think I have a better way of doing this with this block right here, the inventory bridge from Create Connected. Put it in the middle, stick the Frogport right on the bridge, and then I think it should split it half and half each way, but I just haven't experimented yet. This is a furnace here. This is my furnace. Each one of these external heaters from Immersive Engineering triples, or it makes it faster. So 1, 2, 3 touching the furnace makes it 3 times as fast as having just one on there. So these things like smelt stuff retarded fast. Watch how fast. And our cobblestone smelted. And I like the heaters because they shut off as soon as the furnace is empty, and then the furnace fire goes out remotely quickly after. It's not like the furnace stays burning forever, and you don't even need fuel because it makes fuel for you. So, so any questions, comments on something you saw in here? Anything more you want to know? You want more processes? You want an actual factory built? Like show you how to do the actual things right from scratch instead of me just pointing on my board and saying, hey, do this, hey, do that. This is how this works. That's how that works. Just let me know. I'll gladly build a factory from scratch if you want. Like and not even in creative, I'll do it in here in my survival world. I like this stuff, so yes, because I have a lot of boards. I make all kinds of stuff here. Steel tanks, we make aluminum, we recycle things, we do all kinds of fun stuff. We use other people's or other mods things. Like here, this is presses from Immersive Engineering. You know, like my furnaces I use. It's different. This is Immersive Engineering crusher. Yeah, yeah. Like here, we get the factory must grow, or actually, or is it the factory must grow? Hold on. Maybe. Oh, crafts and additions makes an electromingot. Also, Immersive Engineering makes an electromingot, but they're not cross-compatible. And plus, nobody except Immersive Engineering makes a block of electrum. That's why there's one right here. I like this block. Oh, this is. I'm just waiting. I got to go do some decorating on my train tracks after I get my flower farm built. And we're going to use some electrum blocks, and we're going to use maybe some aluminum blocks, and possibly what was the other one again? Nickel. I don't think I have nickel on the wall here. But anyways, so the reason I said with the electrum there, we have look at this double process here. So we take an electrum ingot from Crafts and Additions, crush it in the crusher right there into electrum grit, send it up to the furnace upstairs, and it becomes the other electrum ingot from Immersive Engineering so that I can craft these blocks, which get crafted right here. Electrum, block of electrum. We send 9 electrum ingots to our mechanical crafter, so our M crafter there gets 9 ingots and crafts us 1 block of electrum every time it asks for one right here. So 9 ingots would come in here, bam, block, done. Because I don't think you can press in the press here. This is my block press. So if I want to make bricks or if I want to make iron blocks, I could send 9 ingots over here or 4 pieces of clay and it would do that for me. But my clay factory is actually in a different spot. So my clay factory is right here. So clay gets chopped up because I have 16,000 clay, and then it gets chopped into right here in the crusher, gets chopped into clay balls. Then it gets cooked in the furnaces upstairs into brick. Then the brick gets crafted into bricks in blocker, which is what I just showed you, the press and the basin. And then they go over to a smoky and they get turned into clinker bricks, because I'll show you where I use the clinker bricks. Well, actually, they're right here. Those are clinker brick sill, but it's just the white top, right? These are slag bricks. This is all immersive engineering bricks, right? Hmm. And yeah, and then smoky is right here. There's smoky on the end here, and it's just a cooking one. It would be a campfire. This is crate connected. It's just a piece of netherrack and a catalyst, so that way we don't actually have to have a campfire here, or we actually don't have to have whoa lava or water or soul fire or anything, so we don't burn our place down or flood our place or something. These things are so handy. I love them, and they're create components. You can just throw it down because you craft it, take a piece of netherrack, right click on this thing on the ground, and you make it. It's like making a piece of andesite casing, kind of. So that's pretty cool. Then you just place it down like a block, and it'll cook anything on here, just like a campfire, or lava, or water, or haunting. So that's pretty cool. I really like the Create Connected. It's got so many like little small things with it that really help out, especially the inventory access port. I think that's my favorite thing from them. I use those things everywhere. If you look here, I got one here. Then I had one, I've got them everywhere. Oh, shulker box loader. So it's just an address, shulky, and into here, and a full speed belt with brass funnels into the shulker box. And we can load a shulker box real quick. This one a little slower because there's 8 stacks in each slot. So I think we're good. I'll just quickly show you what I was talking about my train here. So now, another thing, package Frogport thing here. So we have train filling port. So when I was rolling and making my nice, awesome, it's not big, my small little rail line here, you can see it's all in brown here and here and here and here and here and here. Just kind of like a little, it's almost like a hockey stick. Well, it's too short to be a hockey stick, like a kind of a boot. I don't know. Bad boot with swollen ankles. So anyways, what I would do is I have portable storage interface going into the train and another one here. Now this one takes items out, puts them in the void chest, throws them in my storage. So any of the cobblestone or grass or dirt or whatever this thing picks up, because I had rollers across the front, them roller things to roll the ground and fill underneath. So what I did is I used package planks, I used stone, and I used clinker bricks. So I actually had a filter in here that had deny on it. So it wouldn't accept the package planks, or this one, sorry, I had the filter on. So it wouldn't accept stone, package planks, or clinker bricks. So they would stay in the train. So then this one, you send it the items over here, whatever you want to put into the train, as long as they're in this filter, so they don't automatically just get put right back into your system, right? Because this would be connected if you had the train assembled, right? Like this. So now what happens is our items come in here, go into the portable storage interface and into the train. And then we would have that stuff in the train constantly, and we could put items there. And then we could get on our train, drive away with the rollers on the front, which I just took them off because I'm finished with them. So next thing is going to be the walls. Probably going to put one plank right here as a row, or maybe out here. I don't know yet. Maybe, I don't know, or else I'm going to just put posts. But oh hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on over. Yes, give me that ender pearl. Thank you. Just one. Oh, terrible. Got a piece of gravel out of them though. Thank you. Okay, man, have you got anything good to sell? Even though I don't know, you don't. No, you definitely don't have anything good to sell. You're lucky you're over here. You know? There's more than one way to get rid of you. Whoops. So this is my little train track, since I'm attempting to murder the wandering trader. Oh, look, it's raining in this biome here. but it's not raining in the savannah. So I am dry. But if I was to go, hold on, let's get in this thing the proper direction, forwards or backwards again. Oops. Yeah, it's literally raining in like one little spot here. Okay, hold on. I gotta do this properly. So we got a train station here, and I just stopped here because that's where I switched to clinker bricks for my little bridge thing here. I got a little bridge I'm working on here that goes up, and so my train can do circles around like this. And I decided to use clinker bricks here, but I really gotta. I'm gonna take this vault off my train, all that stuff. So, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I missed one though, I see. So my train just comes along here. And actually, this is going to my flower farm that I'm making right away here. As soon as I'm done this video, I might start on a flower farm. Just like my create mod flower farm you saw before, basically. Be just a row down the middle of deployers. Not a whole row, but a bunch of deployers down the center. Right here on this nice patch of grass that I'm going to make longer yet. I'm going to probably make it all the way out there. And then, oh look, baby zombie. Ooh, let's back up here. And then I'll have a train station here with a collection point and all that stuff. Well, there, I thought that was a baby zombie. Oh, he is chasing me. And then, yeah, then our train can just go get our flowers from the flower farm and whatever else it wants to grab from there. And then it'll come this way and bring it back home again. So, and then I used the fill function, so we actually filled underneath the bridge there, under the water, and actually here underneath me in a couple spots it did some filling too. Yeah, so, but my train is, this is the worst, saddest excuse for a train I've ever seen. Same with the straight ass train track. I think I could have made that a little straighter there, so I might actually fix that. And then here we are back at our base again. And then I'm gonna have a lot more trains set up than this, but of course I am just getting started here. So, and I was disassembling my train, that's why it's broken, or why it looks like it does. I was working on my train, so we're just going to leave it here. Okay, let's grab this leather now that we can pick it up and some couple of leads. And as for you, uh-huh. Oops, didn't see that. So I actually had to like do some structuring here. I might make some clinker brick slabs if I can. I don't know if we can make slabs out of these things. Maybe try to fill this in a bit, make it look a little better. Same with this wall here. So, because this was actually way up higher. There was dirt all the way out, as you can see here. Out to about here, and across, and over. But anyways, that's should be good, I think. Sure, I went through enough for you guys. Any questions, comments? Yes, like I say, just let me know. And yeah, I would gladly set up a whole big giant process for you guys. I don't have a problem with that. So thanks for watching, and yeah, have a great day.